Running undoubtedly is not the first thing people think about from day to day. But what if I told you running doesn't have to be hard? People have been running since the beginning of time. I've been running for the last 7 months every single day with the occasional off day. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to get into running, proper running techniques, and how to use these techniques to make running easier. First, let's get into how to start running. According to a study, active men and women have a 30% lower risk of death compared to inactive people. Overall, running is good for maintaining a healthy body weight, improving a cardiovascular health, and strengthening muscles. First, you need to have comfortable shoes, something that can impact good in the sole. Something like this is a good running shoe. Something that is a bad example of a good running shoe would be something like this, or the shoes I'm wearing right now. Proper equipment would be some shorts and just a nice t-shirt or just an old t-shirt. What I have on right now would definitely not be the best way to go. As far as other external stuff that you need would be just like headphones, something to listen to while you're running. And then before running or running and after running, you need to stay hydrated while you're running, just to maintain a good health throughout. Always stick to flat surfaces and even surfaces such as paths and tracks. Something to think about in the long term though would be getting a treadmill, because that's what I personally like. Not many people do like it, but I do. Now that we've established a good base for this, let's get into some techniques. First technique to think about is when you're walking, you usually walk from heel to toe. But when you're running, that is the worst thing you could do, because it actually creates shin splints and knee problems over time. You want to go from the ball of your foot to your heel. So you're always going to want to stay on the balls of your feet and then lightly striking your heel. And then your full body posture needs to be straight, like maintain proper posture throughout. When you land your feet, they should always land underneath you, because if you overextend, you're going to cause more knee issues. This is why people always say, running's not good for you, you're going to have knee problems. You're just not having the right technique overall. Another thing to think about is breathing. You want to maintain a deep, slow breath. If you can't maintain that, a good pro tip is to breathe through your nose and then out your mouth. This helps maintain your breath and helps you maintain a longer run. Now that we have these techniques, let's get into how to apply these techniques. Alright. First of all, when you start running, you don't want to just go and run as hard as you can for as long as you think you can. That's a good way to get burned out real quick. First of all, you want to find your threshold. You want to find where you stop, maintaining that slow breath, slow deep breath. And then after you found that, you want to maintain that through the first week, then counteract that with walking in between each run for, like, say you do 2 minutes of running, then walking for 2 minutes. For a total of 20 minutes, that could be your first week's workout with days in between for recovery. Over time, if you go through this for 6 months, you're going to work up to a point where you can run for 30 minutes straight. Or if you can keep it consistent and have a good workout plan every single day, or consistent days throughout the week, you can find consistency and have good running form. If you have all this stuff, it can lead to a good impact in your health and everything. So running is very versatile because you can control you can control the difficulty throughout, and there's always room for improvement every single day. Running techniques, running has a lot of techniques and can seem scary, but the main thing to think about is consistency. And something to leave on, running, the hardest part about running is starting, and that's something to think about. Thanks for listening.